بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على سيد المرسلين وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين أما بعد. حدثنا عبد الله بن عبد الرحمن حدثنا سعيد بن سليمان عن عباد بن العوام عن حميد عن أنس بن مالك رضي الله تعالى عنه أن رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم كان يعجبه الثفل. قال عبد الله يعني ما بقي من الطعام. Last hadith sharif from the chapter where it was mentioned what was the curry, what was the gravy of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and we went through 33 riwayat of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Hadith sharif is being narrated by Anas ibn Malik radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. He said that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he used to love that part of food which was lastly left, because one of the narrator translate this word al-thufl, ma baqiya min at-ta'am. We can say leftover. Commentators, they have written, and it will make us understand easily, that our Habib sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he used to feed his ummat first and he used to eat last. So when feeding everybody, this word al-thufl, it is from the pot, when you take everything out from the pot, and then everybody experiences that last there are something sticking all around at the bottom onto the side. That is what Nabi Sassam used to love to eat. And commentators, they have said that because Rasul Sassam used to feed his ummat first and he used to eat last, so that is why he used to love that. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us obedience for the sunnah of Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. He preferred others first and kept himself last. Whenever time to partake from something, time to enjoy from something, time to benefit from something, food is included there. Then my ummat first and I am last. And whenever time to sacrifice comes, then I am first, my ummat afterwards. That is, this riwayat also proves that, this sunnat we have shared many times. This sunnat we have shared many times. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us such that we do not talk anything not based on Quran and sunnat. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us such ilm that whatever we learn, whatever we share, whatever we talk, it must be based on Quran and Sunnah. One thing is certain, sometimes if you don't come to know evidence and proof, that does not mean that proof and evidence doesn't exist. So that is something else. So I was saying that if you go through the whole life of Nabi Sassam, there are 24/7 sunnats of Nabi Sassam. There are some common sunnats of Nabi Sassam. One of the fundamental sunnat you will come to conclude every day from the life of Nabi Sassam. Every morning, every evening. And what was that sunnat? Converting challenges into opportunities. Whenever he is being faced with challenge, not like us, that he will give up. Oh, what happened to me? There is no exit. There is no way out. Hey, I'm in trouble. Why Allah is testing me? Why I am only in trouble? Hey, there is no access now. And there is no exit. I am in no man's land. And that's how sometimes we keep on complaining and not facing challenges. Life is the name of challenges. And from the life of Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, this is very common sunnat. It's daily sunnat. It's 24/7 sunnat. That he kept on converting challenges into opportunities. Whoever will be true believer, then he will know this art for the sake of Allah, that he will keep on changing or converting challenges into opportunities. One of the sunnah. Another sunnah, this hadith sharif suggests. This is one of the evidence that Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, he used to love that part of the food which was left lastly. He used to love that. Why? Because according to commentators, and there are so many narrations. Very famous, we have shared few days ago, that the whole over 1,000 people, all of them, they were the hungriest people onto the earth, one can safely say. And they were digging trenches. And hunger was so much that Sahaba showed that they had tied one stone on their belly to keep them going. That must be in their tradition. So just to numb their pain, Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam would have not disclosed. That is why we can even safely say that whatever efforts and sacrifices Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam gone through, everything is not being known by the ummah, even by Sahaba. Everything is known by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala alone. No one knows Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam like Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And no one knows Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala like Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. So just to numb the pain, Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam lifted his piece of garment and showed them that you have tied one stone, I have tied double. So he was more hungrier than any other Sahabi. And at that time, Jabir radiallahu ta'ala gave them that invitation, and we know, very famous, every time it is being discussed in every gathering. Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, his wife said that you go and whisper into the ears of Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam that I have prepared food for 1 or 2, 3 people. So just you come and 1 or 2, because they knew that Abu Bakr and Umar will be definitely coming. They will be definitely, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us friendship with people like that. Whoever your friends will be, that's how your life and end will be. Very nicely, Hazrat Mullah Yusuf Mutalla Rahmatullah alayhi used to put it forward, that when Umar radiallahu ta'ala who is being buried, Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam is sleeping there, Abu Bakr is sleeping there, and now Umar is being buried. And Usman radiallahu ta'ala who is in tears. And he is there, and he says that I felt weight on my shoulder. So I looked back, it was Ali radiallahu ta'ala. So when I looked at him, Ali was saying, I knew this will happen. I knew this is going to happen. This will definitely happen. I knew that from long. So Usman radiallahu ta'ala wants to figure out what is he trying to say. So then Ali radiallahu ta'ala said that, isn't we saw in our whole life that Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam came, Abu Bakr is with, Umar is with. Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam went, Abu Bakr is with, Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam is with. Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam is on to the mountain, Abu Bakr is with, Umar is with. Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam is going there, Abu Bakr is going also together, Umar. So all our life we heard that these three are always together. These three are always together. So I knew that they are going to sleep also together. That is what Ali radiallahu ta'ala meant. When we used to share this hadith sharif, I don't know how it will become connected to one of these sunnah. Like you have friend. I remember our Hafiz Hanif, he passed away. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala elevate him to the highest rank of awliya us siddiqeen. Sometimes we used to tease like that that we are always together. Like Nabi Sassam, Hazrat Abu Bakr, Hazrat Umar, they are always together. Their gatherness, their friendship, their companionship took them like they are sleeping together. They will be raised together. They will be resurrected together. They will be in Jannah together. Let us have friendship following this type of sunnah, that togetherness for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Not for any selfish gain. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make that possible. May Allah elevate him to the highest rank of awliya or siddiqeen. So I was saying that there are some common sunnats. So when Jabir radiallahu ta'ala invited, so he came and whispered, because it was the instruction of home minister, wife's instruction. Everybody follows wife's instruction. Everybody follows, because to Her Majesty, sometimes some people act very bold and very powerful. But when you go inside the house in front of his wife, he will be like a small kitten. That is the case with everybody. So here, Jabir radiallahu ta'ala followed the instruction of his home minister. And he said it. So Nabi Sassam, digger and everything, Nabi Sassam left it. Nabi Sassam made announcement. Nabi Sassam made announcement that come to eat. Jabir has invited us all. And every Sahabi got ready. And Jabir ran to his wife. And he said that Nabi Sassam is coming and all the Sahaba. So, initially wife said, he said, no, I did what you said accordingly. But Nabi Sassam had said, do not open the pot and do not start making roti. Do not convert that dough into chapati. Just wait for me until I come. And she said, I am not worried. And that food which was prepared only for 1, 2, 3 people, narration said that more than 1,000 people ate that same food. But at that occasion also, Nabi Sassam sat down. I'm talking about myself now. Oh Allah, give us some. When time of food comes, people respect and you eat first. And there Nabi Sassam is something else. 1,000 people ate. And just now I narrated that how hungry they were. All of them, how hungry. Nabi Sassam sat down onto the pot. He read something and he blew onto the food and onto the dough. And then he said that now she start making fresh roti. House was small. Few people are being called all in. Nabi Sassam is dishing out, giving them fresh food and chapati, and they eating and they go and other comes. All of them ate and then Nabi Sassam ate. That is the point I wanted to make. Everybody ate and then Nabi Sassam ate. You remember that famous incident? Abu Hurairah radiallahu ta'ala said, everybody is hungry, all ashabi sufa. Just now we went through one of the riwayat that there was Sahaba who used to stay on that raised platform where now Nabi Sassam is resting, behind resting place of Nabi Sassam. That is called Sufa. Sahaba used to stay there. So he said, all Ashabi Sufa, they were hungry. And Abu Hurairah said, I was the hungriest. And one cup of milk comes, one pot of milk comes. Nabi Sassam called Hazrat Abu Hurairah. He said, I became happy inside myself that somehow something came at the end. Nabi Sassam said, start distributing. Abu Hurairah said, so many people and one pot of milk, how it is going to suffice everybody? Everybody drank, and still same amount of milk was left. Nabi Sassam said to Hazrat Abu Hurairah that you drink now. And he drank it to his fill, and then Nabi Sassam drank. And there are so many other incidents I have narrated before that some Sahaba, Nabi Sassam came last, and because some of the Sahabi was hungry and they have taken everything. So Nabi Sassam went without having anything. Or visitors comes, like of Hazrat Jahjah radiyallahu ta'ala, who was very, big appetite person. No one took him, and he was taken by Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam. And before accepting Islam, he had so much that everything was finished. Nothing was left for Azwaj Mutahharat. And after accepting Islam, he didn't have that much. That is when Nabi Sassam said that Muslim, non-believer eats from what, seven intestines, and Muslim eats from one. So that is the difference. In that background, Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam mentioned. So here too, you come to conclude that whenever time of sacrifice comes, he is first. And when time of enjoyment comes, he is last. This is one of the evidence. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us, some of the full obedience of the sunnah of Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. We are not being required that we should sacrifice like Sahaba. But we should be mindful of all these things. We should be mindful. We have consciousness of all these things. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us tawfiq. So here, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Anas radiyallahu ta'ala said that Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to love that part of the food. And commentators said that it is the leftover after everybody has eaten. That is the leftover. So that is what Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to eat. And according to commentators, that because Ummat used to eat first and he used to eat last. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So this is the last riwayat. And this is only one book of Hadith Sharif. There are so many books of Hadith Sharif. When there are 33 riwayat about the gravy of Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, then imagine, there is not any individual in this world who is known authentically the way Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam is known, by authentic narrations. But so sad to say that we Ummat of Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, we know him less. Many times, your football team or your cricket team or your politicians or your heroes or your stars or superstars more than you know Nabi Sallallahu and Sahaba. Reality-wise, we were supposed to know Nabi Sallallahu and Sahaba more than anybody else. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make that possible. So that is the last riwayat. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Ya awwal al-awwalin, ya akhir al-akhirin, ya rahim al-masakin, ya dhal quwwati al-matin, ya dhal manni fala yumannu alayk, ya dhal tawl, ya dhal jalali wal ikram, la ilaha illa ant, zuhra al-laji'in, wa ja'ra al-mustajirin, wa ma'man al-khaifin, ya ma'man al-khaifin, in kunta katabtana indaka fi al-kitabi ashqiya'a, famhu anna isma al-shaqa, famhu anna isma al-shaqa. وإن كنت كتبتنا عندك في الكتاب مقطرا علينا أرزاقنا فامحو تقطير رزقنا وحرمان رزقنا واكتبنا وأثبتنا عندك سعداء ووفقنا الخير فإنك تقول في كتابك يمحو الله ما يشاء ويثبت وعنده الكتاب يا من عنده الكتاب اللهم إنا نسألك فعل الخيرات وترك المنكرات وحب المساكين وأن تغفر لنا وترحمنا وأن تغفر لنا وترحمنا وأن تغفر لنا وترحمنا فإذا أردت بقوم فتنة فتوفنا غير مفتونين غير خزايا ولا ندامة ولا مفتونين اللهم ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار اللهم قنا عذابك يوم تبعث عبادك اللهم مغفرتك أوسع من ذنوبنا اللهم وفقنا لما تحب وترضى اللهم أرنا الحق حقا وارزقنا اتباعه وأرنا الباطل باطلا وارزقنا اجتنابه اللهم ارزقنا حبك وحب حبيبك صلى الله عليه وسلم اللهم هم أصلنا ووصلنا وإليهم يحن قلوبنا وطال إليهم شوقنا فاقبض إليهم أرواحنا اللهم واقية كواقية الوليد اللهم خذ بناصيتنا إلى البر والتقوى اللهم اجعل وساوس قلوبنا خشيتك وذكرك واجعل همتنا وهوانا فيما تحب وترضى لا إله إلا أنت سبحانك إنا كنا من الظالمين اللهم ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وصلى الله تعالى على خير خلقه سيدنا وحبيبنا مولانا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين برحمته.